My guy is stronger than Borutoverse, and you have to accept these facts. Now, I'll be comparing the feats of Might Guy to the feats of those in Boruto. Might Guy, in Six Gates, was able to create fire by just the punching of his fist, and that makes him really, really strong. In Seventh Gate, Daytime Tiger was able to have island level DC just from the air pressure of Mike Guy's punch, not a direct hit. And this is so strong because it stopped Kasame, who was said to be stronger relative to a tailed beast, which is really incredible because a tailed beast is a mountain buster. So we can confidently put Mike Guy as Mountain Buster Island Seventh Gates. Now, we continue on. Now let's compare the high tiers of Boruto to Might Guy. Momoshiki and Otsutsuki was not able to tank Vanishing Rasengan, but he was able to tank Sasuke's sword. So that means the Vanishing Rasengan AP is higher than the sword AP. So Boruto's Master Rasengan with Naruto's chakra was able to obliterate Momoshiki, so that one tops the Vanishing Rasengan and Sasuke's sword. Now let's compare the DC of Boruto characters to my god. Momoshiki had force level DC when he did the Rasengan in Boruto's body. And his DC was infused Momoshiki form was his air pressure from his hands could cut the chakra tree. And that was the maximum of Momoshiki's DC. Night Guy is a taijutsu move, so Momoshiki will not be able to use his Rinnegan to absorb ninjutsu because Might Guy doesn't use it. So this gives Might Guy the benefit of allowing him to win him negative. Now, onto the overrated folder, Jinkin and Ishiki in Boruto. He has the power to absorb chakra, and he has the power to shrink things, store them, send them at you, restore them to damage you. And that's pretty much the premise of his powers. Now, let's compare who has Jinkin fought and who has he lost to. Jinkin full power was able to beat Nerf Naruto and Nerf Sasuke with no problem. But then here comes the problem. Jinkin lost negative to Kasen Koji, a Jiraiya clone, which shows that Jinkin is folder and he was 10 tails amped. Now, Kasen Koji lost to Ashiki, so that puts this power scale as Ashiki is stronger than Kasen Koji, who is stronger than Jinkin. Jinkin was unaffected by Amaterasu for a little while it was on him, but he was immediately affected by the fire from the Frog Mountain, which shows that the AP of that fire is stronger than the Amaterasu fire. Now, a lot of people want to say Jinkin was 10% here, but that just means that 11x Kasen Goji's negative Jinkin full power, or Jiraiya's negative Jinkin full power. It doesn't really change anything. Anyways, so as we continue on, Ashiki is so folder, he can't even shrink organic matter. So that means he won't be able to shrink Might Guy and stop his Night Guy from obliterating him. Jinkin and Ishiki are both folders. Might Guy would punch and they will not be able to take it. Now let's continue and see what the DC of Ishiki is. Now, Ashiki's full power move was only able to destroy multiple mountains, and he wasn't even able to catch Kawaki with it. That's how folder he is. And Kaguya negative Ashiki full power already, so we already know who's stronger. Kaguya stronger than Ashiki. Now let's take a look at some of Mike Guy's other DC feats. With Morning Pika, he was able to destroy Kasame's multiple fishes, which is very impressive. With Seventh Gates Daytime Tiger, he was able to destroy Madara Susano, which is very incredible, above all the Kage. Night Guy was able to bend space with Night Guy, which means he was bending time. And lots of people try to use Kamui or FTG when those are just techniques, not just the pure physical force. My guy negs all of them negative because he's just that strong. And if you don't have regeneration, you can't really survive Night God. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to fact scaling. Shiba is stronger than Damon, who's stronger than Six Passes Sage Mo Naruto, who's stronger than Baryon Mo Naruto, who's stronger than Ashiki, who is stronger than Kasen Koji, who is stronger than Jinkin. And Kaguya neglects all of these people because she's the strongest and she's the one who allowed all of these strong people except for the Boruto retcons to be strong. So yeah, if you disagree with this scaling, post down below why you disagree, explain reasonings, explain DC, explain AP, explain matchup. But yeah, just don't be biased and say he's hold stronger because they're later in the series. That's just not fair, and it's being inconsistent. And consistent scaling requires extreme thought of smartness, logic, and more. Judy Dara negatives all of Boruto. I don't know why people say he's weaker than the Boruto villains when he has shown better feats than them, like with his multi-meteors, which is way above multi-mountain, and more. Like, Madara was not surpassed. He just got plot armor by Black Zetsu because Kishimoto didn't want to write Madara in anymore. He wants to just do the strings plot. So yeah. And plus, Black Zetsu has durability neg with wood style, so he can just like teleport into things, just warp through things, just phase through things, pretty much. So Madara has no anti-feats. He was able to activate his infinite Tsukunomi, which shows he's more competent than Kaguya. And Madara is above Ashiki, Shibai, Momoshiki, Kinshiki, the Kages in Boruto, Code, Damon, Ada, and everyone in Boruto. They show no better feats. Like, even if you said Damon reflects, it would be a stalemate because he can regenerate anything he does. And remember, Kaguya can just teleport Damon and the verse to her dimension. And remember, Damon can't fly, so the magma dimension negatives him and does not an attack because it's just a dimension. So a lot of you need to think more about the matchups and more about that because Damon and Shiba may negative Dragon Ball Z and Co, but Kaguya has different abilities that allow her to combat their abilities, which makes them really strong. Naruto Shippuden has not been surpassed by Boruto, and a lot of you are making assumptions because it comes later, like Dragon Ball GT. Like, you need to explain why it's stronger. And if you can't do that, then you lose the debate, pretty much. So, yeah, in conclusion, my guy has shown better feats than all of Boruto. He has not been surpassed by anybody in Shippuden, in taijutsu strength, in just physical pure power. Like, seriously. You guys need to rewatch the show if you think that Mike Guy is not the strongest in taijutsu, because he is. And that's just big facts right there. Thanks for watching.